So I painted this Jabba the Hutt, or more accurately, Jabba the Butt. And let's just say Reddit did not take it very well. In just 12 hours, it got over 700 upvotes and more than 60 comments before the post was locked. Most of these comments telling me to delete my account or worse. In my short 6-month painting journey, this is easily the most hated miniature I've ever done. And you know what? I absolutely love it. So here's the backstory. I found this sculpt on My Mini Factory and I immediately burst out laughing. It's cursed, it's ridiculous, and honestly, it's exactly the kind of thing that makes this hobby fun for me. I painted it for 2 reasons. Number 1, I needed a gag gift from my boss. He's a Star Wars fan and this felt perfect. Number 2, the sculpt was surprisingly great for practicing techniques. The back is smooth, which is ideal for testing airbrush transitions and glazing. The front is very textured and expressive, and that's a chance to work on brushwork in contrast and layering. For the painting process, I kept this pretty simple. I primed the model black, then I did a zenithal highlight with gray at about 45 degrees. After that, I hit it with white ink highlights to punch up the volumes. And I put this on areas like the face, the chest, and some of the butt. I originally planned to airbrush Citadel contrast paints, using the priming that I had done to create instant value shifts. I had seen people like El Miniaturista do this, so I thought, hey, this would be a good model to test this on. So I sprayed Warp Lightning on the back to give the green, and for the yellowish brown, I used Agaros Dunes on the front. But after, the colors just weren't selling the model, especially the butt. It felt too flat. So I changed gears. I respayed the back with white ink, then layered Pro Acro Dark Umber, Light Umber, and Tan Flesh. I used these with an airbrush. That warm skin tone really made all the difference. It brought out the contrast and made the model pop. My favorite part of the model overall was painting the eyes. This is the largest scale mini I've done so far, so working on the eyes was a little bit easier. The eyes were obviously still very difficult to do, but I could actually make an effort to put different steps into play here. And I really put a lot of effort into it. I used reference material from pictures on the movies to kind of find out what the exact color and tint of his eyes were, and I did my best to match it as well as I could. At the end of the day, most people only see the weirdness. They see the butt, they see the silly pose, they see the silly model. But there's real artistry in the sculpt. The sculpt has smooth curves, it has a detailed facial expression, and you get the contrast between the back and the front. I mean, it's gross, yeah, it looks really silly, but it's also kind of beautiful. After it was all done, I then posted it on Reddit, and I mean, I think it exploded. Tons of upvotes, but the comments, let's just say, people have pretty strong opinions.
The flair is spot on. Help needed indeed.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Half tempted to print and paint this just to spite my fiance. For real though, great work on the face and green-tan transition.
It felt like people were equal parts fascinated and horrified, and I get it. But you know what? That's art. It's supposed to get a reaction, whether it's awe or disgust. If you felt something, then mission accomplished, right? Look, I know this isn't winning a golden demon, and that's not the point. Like, I'm not here to showcase my amazing painting skills, but painting really isn't about trophies or approval, at least not for me. For me, it's about expressing something ridiculous, fun, and a little unhinged, because this is a little bit of my personality that I can share with everybody. I paint to challenge myself, to laugh, to learn, and to share. Like, that's why I paint. I never had a hobby like this. I've always been a gamer. I've always been looking at things competitively. I've never had something where I could just, put some creativity on pen or pad or sculpture and just share it. And I've reached this new point in my life where I don't even keep the models. Like I'm enjoying giving these to people. So, it's a new, I guess, perspective of art for me. And I'm glad, clearly had I posted any other model on Reddit, I doubt I would have ever get this many upvotes. I mean, I'm not saying whatever it's at 900 upvotes or whatever. I mean, it's not that much, but I'm just happy like that, it struck a nerve. You know, it was a weird way, but for me, that's a win. Hey, if this curse creation made you laugh or cry, then drop a comment, okay? Misery loves company. Let me know it. And you know, the weirdest thing about this whole Reddit thing is that after 60 comments, there were very few constructive comments to help me improve. And I really posted it with hopes that people would help me get better at it and painting. So, you know, if you've got a minute to look at this silly model, let me know what you think. What could I have done to tie the skin tones together, got them closer? Any info? What tricks do you like to use on painting eyes? Let me know, man. I'm here to learn, and I'm here to share that adventure with you guys. Thank you.